I'm setting up the project here and grabbing some graphics to get me started. In the meantime, I should explain what I'm actually going to be doing. In this series, I'm going to be doing a retro remake of the first game that I ever bought for the 16K ZX Spectrum, Jetpack. Actually, technically that's not true. It was the first game that I bought, so it's a wee bit of a fib. It was in fact some Galaxian clone from Quicksilver Software that was not very good. My brother and I, went back to John Menzies and replaced it for a Centipede clone, and that was garbage too. After taking that back, we decided not to go with something that we knew and go with something unknown. Enter Jetpack by Ultimate Play the Game. You might know them now as Rare, but back then they were largely unknowns in the game publishing world. The Stamper brothers, Chris and Tim, had done some arcade work and they were keen to get into the home market. Their chosen machine was the ZX Spectrum, and they had a range of games at the £6 mark for the 16K version. I exchanged the crappy Centipede clone and rushed home to play this one. I was blown away and became a lifelong Stampers fan after that. It was just like an arcade game that I could play at home. The Jetman even had a beam that looked like the ship in Defender had, and there was a loose puzzle element to the gameplay as well as mindless alien blasting. What more could you want? You had to collect parts of the ship in order to rebuild your craft and take away from the current planet to a new one. Each ship required fuel to pick up, and there were rare gems. I mean, essentially this is No Man's Sky on a 16K ZX Spectrum. Fantastic. All this fitted in 16K of RAM, and that really was actually only about 9K of RAM once you remove the video RAM used for the screen. All in all, a tight little game that is still a blast today. Anyway, that being said, let's get on with me hacking a remake of this using Unity. And after initially thinking I was have to remake all of this artwork, it turns out that someone has already done that, and that person is a chap called Vorticon. And Vorticon, this is the thing here I found. So this is a new game project, Jetpack. So I found he posted up all the sprites, so I'm going to use that as the sprite sheet because he actually includes all the enemies, and I was trying to go through all the screenshots and find enemies, but he's done that all. So today's video, I'm just going to set the game up, and we're going to get going from right. So after that little bit of a kerfuffle, I have managed to not record the Spectrum font being added to the game, but it's there now. I am, however, going to add the artwork to the game. So artwork, and I'm going to go and grab the artwork from in here. Let's get this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so all of this is going to be 1 pixel per unit. It's going to be point, no filter, and I think that's everything else we need for that one there. I'm going to click on apply. For this one here though, the one with all the sprites, that's going to be multiple, and then I'm going to click on apply, and that's that. Okay, so for this one, for this scene, I'm just going to have the main title part of it. So if I drag that to 000, if you see in the game, it looks massive there, so I'm going to change the camera size to 96, and you'll see that it now goes into this size here. And then I'm going to add a UI text mesh component, and that is going to say tap to play, and that's going to use the Spectrum font that I just installed, and it's going to be size 10 because no, it's not working the way I wanted it to work. Why is that not working? Tap to play. Okay, so size 24. That's different to where it was. Oh, but it's got to be a button. Okay. Sorry. Add UI, and then button. So you see that's this size here. And then we're going to change that to tap to play. And then that is obviously going to be the Spectrum font again. And then the button size, we go into the scene now. Go to here. You see that the button is a little bit too small. So that's it centered there. I can make it just a little bit bigger on the axis there, just to make sure that we get a good enough hit on it. The color, if I make that alpha all the way down, I think that's fine. And then this one here, this has to be white because it's going to be on that background. So when we play this, we do have a tap to play there. Okay, and then we're just going to sort of muck around and get all these other ones here. So the other one down there, obviously we need to have the copyright in there because this is another company's game. So create UI, this one here, and then for this one it's going to be copyright ACG, all rights served. What is it, 1983? 1983, so is that 12? Oh good god, is that nearly 40 years ago, 39 years ago? Yikes, it was a long time ago. And then this is going to be size 24 again, and it's going to be across the bottom of the screen. So that's going to be like that. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, so this is going to be down here-ish. Like that. If I make that centered there, that should put it roughly to there. That's not going to work with 24, is it? 20. That appears too small. 22. I don't know why it's not doing the right, like it should be that right size, but okay. And then we'll have a Jetpack game selection up the top there as well. So I'm just going to duplicate this, and I'm just going to change that. Instead of Jetpack game selection, it's going to be Jetpack Retro Remake. And then for this one here, we had this at 24. Let's make this 22, and that'll fit in with this one here so that it doesn't look weird. And then the main menu. Okay, so that's that there. Oh, I nearly got it right. Let's just bring this down a wee bit. There we go. Obviously there's going to be chapter marks, so if you want to flash past this part, feel free to flash past this part. This is just me trying to get this right. Okay, and then I think what we can do is we can just disable this for just now. And then the main camera, we can change that to be that. And then we start writing scripts. Okay, so create. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We're going to create a folder. Scripts. And then this is going to be click tap to play. Okay, and we're going to drag and drop that onto the button. So now you see we have our on click, and then we have our tap to play. So we're going to open this up. It's still loading 2019, although I have 2022 installed in this. So okay, that's fine. Another drink of root beer. And I'm going to do get component unity engine.ui.button var button equals that. Click add listener new unity action. Okay. So the action we're going to do is we're going to do scene manager dot load scene scene name public string equals game. And then in here we need to do set up player prefs to reset score and to load the correct level. So when we load this level, it's going to load the aliens and do all the right thing. What I might do is I might cheat and I might just have separate game scenes and then just set it up differently and then just copy and paste it, because like I said before, it's, you know, it's a one and done game, so let's not go crazy with the whole renewable stuff. Okay, so our canvas, let's just check that again. So the button has got that script on there, so when we click it we should get an error message in the console. So we get a console there, tap to play, and we get an error message. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to save this as main menu. Main menu. And I'm going to do build settings. Delete that. Scenes. I'm going to do main menu. That. And then I'm going to create a new menu, a new scene, and this is going to be called game. Save, and we can get rid of sample scene, and then build settings, drag that into there. So when we go to here, do this, we should now go to that cornflower blue screen. Boom, there we do. Okay. So that's that done, and now in the game I'm going to load where's the artwork? The playfield. So the playfield is going to be at 0, 0, 0, and then the main camera is going to be 92 again, and that's the screen size there. And then we need to make sure that the player can't fall off this thing. Oh, God, made a mistake there. That's weird. Okay, I can fix. That's fine. I can fix that. So we need to create blocks for this. So if I go into the scene and then go down to here, we want the player to land on this. So I'm going to create. It's going to be a create empty object, and this is going to be bottom, let's call it ground barrier, and it's going to be at 0, 0, 0. And I'm going to create a box collider 2D. The box collider 2D is going to be 256 across. So you can see that's, I don't know if you can see that there, but it's added a line there. So if I change the size of that, you can see that it's getting bigger and smaller. And we're going to make it 8 pixels. And it is 192 because the spectrum screen is 256 pixels across by 192 down. So that's 198 minus 2 is 190, so that's 184. So if I make this, where would that be? Positive 184? No, negative 184, but that's divided by 2, so that's negative 62. No, it's not. It's negative 92. Okay, so that is our ground. Okay, so it is going to be basically a static object that the player hits. So any physics object will hit that. And then we need to do the same for these other ones. So that's the ground barrier. So let's create an empty one here called left platform. Create empty and center platform. And then let's call this empty right platform. So I will go ahead and I will do the exact same thing that I just did for the ground barrier, but I'll do it for these other three, and we'll be back in just a sec. I'll speed this up. So I've decided to give them an edge radius. We'll see how that works. I'm not going to do it for the bottom one, but I'm definitely going to do it for these other ones here, and then the left platform is going to be that one there. And I think that's it for the play field. The next thing we need to do is we need to work on the high score and everything that goes up here. So I'm going to do that next. One of the things I do need though is I need the sprite editor. So sprite editor, custom outline, sprite editor. I think I can just do this in here, and I can have that as player lives, and I can have that as, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Center. And then we can go back into there and we can add them as we need them. But yeah, I'm gonna do that just now. Click on apply, and then for the where are we? One of these has got it. No, I saw one of them. Oh, here we go. Okay, one of these guys. Yeah, this one here. So we need to have a 1 up, a 2 up, and a high score. We're actually only going to have a 1 up, but what I'll do is I'll add that to here. Right, so I'm going to add a canvas. So UI canvas, and then the canvas is going to be screen space camera, and I'm going to choose the main camera there, and the canvas scale with screen size, and then it's 256 by 192, 0.5 should be good, and that should be okay. And then if I add a UI Text Mesh Pro, this is our test. And I'm going to choose the Spectrum font. Okay. The question is, why am I not seeing that? Because the canvas is behind. So let me just move that. Yep. Let's just move that in front then. Oh dear. Alright, okay, so the main camera's there. at -10. So if we make the canvas -5, no, that didn't work. Where's the, so there's that there. See, that says minus whatever the heck it is, so that doesn't make any sense, the fact that 0. So if I make it 0, why is the camera? Oh, wait. Right, let me move the camera out and then the canvas back in. So we get the main camera is there, canvas is there. Boom, there we go. Okay. Not very intuitive, I'm afraid. Okay. So the text is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be that there. And if you make that size 8, oh, there we go. So that's 8 by 8 pixels, which is perfect. And if we move this scene, move this back to 2D. Where's my cheat again? Okay, here we go. All right, so this is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 up like that, and then 3. Okay, so that's going to be there. That's going to be minus 74. Is that right? I think that's right. Obviously we can't zoom in too far because reasons. Okay, so that's that there. And then we need to have a high score, which is going to be basically this one duplicated. And that's going to be 74, which is over here. But we want to have it so that it is high. And we don't want to think too much about it when we're setting the values for this, so I'm going to make this align to the right like that, and so instead of saying high like that, I'm going to say high. Oh, it's not going to let me do that, is it? Oh no, it's not. Okay, well, I'm going to cheat then. If it's not going to let me do that, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to say hi, like that. And I'm going to put this on the left-hand side, like that. And then I'm going to add spaces, like that. Ha, okay. So that's the high score there, that's the 1-up score there. I duplicate that. Put that to there. And that's just going to be the 1-up score, because the scores, that's that one there, that's the high label. This is the 1-up label. So this is going to be, oh yeah, I need to make this, oh yeah. So the position is going to be 68. Can I just do +8 there? Oh, that was good. Actually, it's going to be minus. It's Give me 60. Boom. There we go. Okay. So our text label there is going to be for our score. And this is going to be for the high score. Perfect. Okay, so score and high score are yellow, I think. Yeah, yellow. So I'm going to change that to a kind of yellowy color. That's good. The high score, this label here, is like a cyan color. So I'm going to change it to cyan color there. And then for the lives, I'm going to take the 1-up label and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm just going to move it over to here. And instead of 3-up, it's going to, instead of 1-up, it's just going to say 3. But I need to align it to the left. And then I need to add that image that's in there as well. So that's going to be 6 by 8. And it's going to be our player lives that we just created earlier on. Which is this one down here. Don't know why he's so dull. Don't know why he is so large either. Oh, that's why. I need to make him full. 5 by 6. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, that's good. Okay, so the game should look like that, and just to confirm, this is what the game looks like here. So you see that we've got our 1-up. We don't have 2 players, we just got the 1 player. So I get rid of that side there. But this is what the game looks like. So if I press play, console, we've lost the bottom. Oh, this isn't the right size. Why is this not the right size? Oh, there it is. Oh, right, okay, because it's free. Yeah, we can't have it in free. It's got to be... It's got to be clamped to that there. That is slightly out though, isn't it? Yeah, that needs to go up to the top. Okay, I'll fix that. Okay, so this one, this one, this one, this one, they all have to go up to here, like so. And this one is negative 82. So I'm going to change that to positive 82, like that. And this is that, and that. High, high, high. That there. That's good. And then we need to put this up as well. So that is at 78.8. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. All right. Nice. Okay. So we got the playing field. So now we need a jetman. Actually, there's a couple of other things we need. We also need to block off the left and right of the screen, because I'm not going to have the scrolling. I'm just going to have it as this main play field. So in the original Jetpack, you can move to the right and you would come off on the left. or you go off on the right and you would end up on the left, and vice versa. I'm not going to do that for this version, so I'm going to block them off just now. Okay, so I've got the right side block, the left side block. I also need a block at the top, so I'm just going to duplicate the ground barrier and call this the top barrier, and then I'm going to move that to positive 92, which is close enough, so that means it's going to be 100, and that's going to give us that there. So basically the Jetman can't escape from this play area. So I created some sprites. So I created walk right, just walk right 1, walk right 1, walk right 2, walk right 3, walk right 4, and if I drag and drop this in here, that'll start creating all these animations for it. So I'm going to just go, well, it's Jetman, let's get an animation for it, and put them down here. That should be good. Okay. Don't know why he's so small compared to. Is he supposed to be that small? Well, I guess he is. That's quite small. Okay. I don't know why he's disappeared behind here, but I'm sure we'll find out why in just a sec. Yeah, there he is. Is this another one of those, he's behind things but he's not really behind things? Is he in here now? Okay, so there he is there. So add Jetman there. You see that he's walking there, so that's good. It kind of looks like he's going. It kind of looks like his legs doing that, but he's also walking backwards. But that's okay. We can live with that just now. It's just a placeholder. What I want to do though is I want to add a collider to him, and let's make that a capsule collider. I also want to add a rigid body 2D. What? Oh, okay. Let me just remove that component. Rigid body 2D. Okay. That's weird. And then constraints. I want to freeze the rotation on the Z because I don't want them to rotate on the Z axis. So he should fall. He's falling through stuff. That's not good. Looks like he's falling through a treacle. Okay. More debugging. This is the irritating thing. This is why I like Mono Framework, is I get to decide what I'm going to do. Okay, so if I put him in at the same, where's the playfield? The playfield is at 0, 0, 0. So if I put him in at Z of 0, which is the same as the playfield, he disappears. So if I make it, well, if I change the Z order, actually, I can do that. Change the Z order. Where are we? Order and layer. Okay, there we go. So making him 11, so he appears in everything in front of everything else. But he's still falling through their rigid body 2D, and I think it's because he doesn't have a collider on him, so I need a collider. But I don't understand why the capture collider 2D. That's why I was using the wrong collider. Okay, so he should no longer fall. There we go. So he's now walking on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a when he moves left and right, then we can move him left and right. Okay, so more scripts. Yeah, just call this Locomotion. And I'm going to call this... Actually, do I want to have a... Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a empty game object. And this empty game object is going to have the same position as this. So I'm going to do copy, component, paste component values. And then I'm going to drag and drop that into there. So this is going to have these components here. So rigid body 2D and capsule collider 2D. And now that we've got that in there, I'm now going to take those two components and then just drag them and drop them into the top one. Oh no, you can't do that, can you? That would be sensible. Rigid body 2D and collider 2D. Okay, and then get rid of that one there. From here, remove component and remove component. And then for the rigid body, we also want to freeze a rotation on Z. So the net result of that should be that everything's exactly the same. There we go, and it's not. Oh, good God. Okay. Why? Why? What? See, again, this is the thing that gets me about working with physics engineers. You never get it right first time ever in the history of, like, see, it's just, it worked 2 seconds ago, but now it's not working. Capture collider 2D, rigid body 2D. It's dynamic. I'm freezing it. I don't. Maybe the collider needs to be on here, but let's do capture collider 2D there, and then let's remove that from here. Remove component from here. Okay, let's see what happens here. Answers on a postcard, please. I'm not. Okay, I mean, I guess because that's where the shape is, but still, it doesn't, like, I would prefer it to be on here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The rigid body, I need it here because I need to add the locomotion script to it. Either way, doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is going to be called Jetman, and I have a locomotion script here. So, what I'm going to do is private rigid body 2D, rigid body, and then I'm going to say void awake, RB equals get component rigid body 2D. Update, RB var horizontal equals input dot get axis horizontal. I'm just using the old Unity system for this. Var vertical equals input dot get axis vertical, and then vert equals vert greater than 0 vert, otherwise it's 0. In other words, I'm not interested if the player holds down the joystick. I'm only interested if they hold up the joystick, because that's what the jetpack does to lift it. You can't plummet into the ground. So now we're going to do rb.add force new vector 2 horizontal comma vertical. Yeah, probably need to add speed, and also I need to know the max condition. Input axis vertical is not set up. How did it know? Oh. Vertical. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I guess because it's... Okay, it's reading it. Constantly reading it the whole time. Okay. So you can see him slowly moving and picking up speed. And then eventually he's going to get to there and get stuck in the end. And then back here he's going to do the moon dance. The moonwalk. And walk back here. Okay. And then slowly but slowly he's taking off. Obviously we've got to add a little bit of speed in here. But he should be able to land on the platform. There we go. Okay. And you can see that there's a little bit of a... Oh, there we go. Little bit of a sort of outline around there. That's pretty good because that's kind of what the Spectrum version does. I don't like the fact that it stops abruptly. I'd prefer if it didn't do that, but it's okay for just now. Okay, so we're getting there. So let's have a private float vertical multiplier float horizontal multiplier, yeah, equals, we'll make that 5 and we'll make that 5 as well. So that's going to be that multiplied by that, and that is going to be that multiplied by that. Okay, and then VB dot, well, okay, let's not go too far. We're not going to need that for there. Okay, so gravity's a bit floaty. I'd prefer if it was a little bit more. Like it doesn't feel as controllable as, like, because you're zooming around. Yeah, because in the original Jetpack you can zoom around rather than, like, it feels just a bit too floaty. It's not bad though. Not great either. Oh, and you can fall down that side. That's pretty good. Quite like that. Okay. See, it's difficult to get to nail this landing. As soon as you kind of go to here, it kind of drifts a little bit to the left. All right. Okay. So we've got the movement in there. We can figure these things out later on. We need to have the placement of the ships. So I'm going to go and break up the ships. So the first one's going to be the U1 rocket, and there's going to be U2, U3, and U4. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll get the placements, and we'll do that in just a sec. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it the old thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it the old thumbs down. Leave a comment below as well. All of these things help rise us up in the YouTube algos, and I really appreciate it because it really drives the channel forward a little bit. And as always, if you did enjoy this, you got this far, and you want timely reminders of when I put new videos up, then don't forget to hit the old subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will work its algorithms and give unto you these videos. Whatever. Or not, it's up to you. It's a free country. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.